We're back with another video. I told you guys I'm gonna be consistent, and that's what I'm going to do. So what? This is video number 3 since I've been back. Yeah, man. It's currently 8 a.m. in the morning. I've been up since 7. I was meant to wake up at 8, but you know when you just wake up for some random reason, and I couldn't sleep, so just stayed up, did some things. And now we're getting ready to go to the gym. We're gonna go very early today. There's no point of me waiting for my usual time. So we're just gonna go straight to the gym, fasted. Sometimes when I work out this early in the morning, so let's say I go to the gym before maybe 11 a.m., I may not eat. Or most of the times when I work out in the mornings, whether that's running or lifting weights, I probably won't eat. But yeah, so I'm gonna take you through my new training split. So recently, within the time when I was off YouTube, I did change my workout split. So now that I'm running more frequently and I'm also doing the Metcon training throughout the week as well, I'm not strength training as many times as I used to. So before I used to strength train minimum 4 times per week, and now I'm doing 3 times per week. So I'm going to take you through my full body push workout on day 1, which we're going to do today. So yeah, let's get ready to go to the gym. Also, I can't lie, this camera with this tripod, something's heavy. Now I can't even hold my camera up for like 2 minutes without my shoulders burning. Also, if you are new here, I'd appreciate if you could drop a subscribe, hit that like button, drop a comment as well, and share this to a friend that's going to need that, because summer is coming and they're going to need to know how to put on muscle and spend or be more efficient in the gym. So make sure you send this to Alright, cool. So we're in the gym, and as you guys do know, I do Cali as well. But for a while, I've been putting off my static moves. So before I start my full body session, we're gonna start off with some back lever holds. Gonna practice and see where I'm at, because recently I actually went to like a calisthenics park with the guys, and I couldn't do a back lever. So that's just a reminder that I need to get back into it. So that's what we're gonna do before we start our actual session. We're gonna do our warm up, which I'm gonna show you guys also, and then we're gonna get into our back levers. Yeah, my lats are still a bit tired, a bit sore from that session that I did. It was on Friday. I'll post a little clip maybe. If not, then I don't. But yeah, let's get into it.
Too sexy for this girl, too sexy for your girl, too sexy for this world, too sexy for this ice, too sexy for that jack, yeah, yeah. I'm too sexy for this chain, too sexy for your game, too sexy for this fame, yeah, yeah. I'm too sexy for the trap, too sexy for that cap, too sexy for this girl, too sexy for your girl, too sexy for this world, too sexy for this ice.
Okay, alright, that's fine, okay. I'm feeling too sexy to accept requests, and I'm way too sexy to go unprotected. And she popped a Tesla, now she gone electric. Okay, alright, that's fine, okay. Think we got too sexy for that metro housing. Diamond popped out, almost swallowed 60,000. Section need more things in here, I like it crowded.
Too sexy for this girl, too sexy for your girl, too sexy for this world, too sexy for this life, too sexy for that jack, yeah, yeah. I'm too sexy for this chain, too sexy for your game, too sexy for this fame, yeah, yeah. I'm too sexy for the trap, too sexy for that cap, too sexy for that jack, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I pop out, get ghosts on the bitch, you don't know where I went. Take off my dogs, off my niggas, trying to fence. Dipping in it, I was feeling in the new designer gear by coaster. Pay attention to the detail, going two-tone on the choker. Too sexy for this fame, yeah, yeah.
Alright, we're back from the gym. Great session. So when it comes to planning like a full body push session, I would advise that you pick maybe one heavy compound lift. That'll be like a squatting movement. So whether that's a hack squat, front squat, back squat, or whatever it is, as long as it's a squatting movement, you want to pick that to be your first exercise, and make sure that you go heavy. Keep the volume low, so 2 to 3 sets, but then the intensity is very high. And then my second exercise, I'll move into like an incline presser movement. So you could do the same thing. It doesn't have to be dumbbells. It could be a Smith machine or dumbbells, is up to you, or barbell. Just make sure you're doing an incline movement. And then the next exercise, I do weighted dips, but that's because that's one of my goals that I want to get better at. Or goal for my weighted dip is to get stronger at that exercise. Hence why I pick weighted dips. But for someone else, you may pick a fly variation, or you may pick a flat press variation. You may not be interested in weighted dips. Unless you want to do dips, then, add it into your plan. If not, then it's cool. And then moving on, and then move into a unilateral movement, so a single leg movement. But that's because I run, so it's important that I work one leg at a time. I mean, even if you don't run, you can still do single leg movements. It's up to you. I just like to do either Bulgarian split squats. I mean, I don't like them, but I just do them because I have to. Or front foot elevated lunge, so like a reverse Bulgarian split squat, and then either walking lunges. Out of those three, as long as I'm working one leg at a time, then I'll do something like that. And then from there, I would move into my shoulders. So I'll move into lateral raises. If you do want to do like a front delt exercise, so like a shoulder press, then go ahead and do that. I just choose not to because my front delt gets enough stimulus from my incline press. So I just move straight into lateral raises just to target my side delts. And then I finish off with some tricep extensions. I don't do that all the time. I only showed you that exercise because some of you may not know that exercise. I don't really train my triceps. I only do it through compound lifts such as my weighted dips or a pressing movement because I already got big triceps, so I don't need to focus on it as much. If you want to add in like an isolation exercise for your triceps, go ahead. You don't have to. If you want to grow them, then go ahead and do it. But if they're already developed, then you don't necessarily need an isolation exercise. Well, that's what I do at least. And then I finish up with your abs because it is full body, so you've got to train your abs as well. Alright, so moving on to our breakfast. For those of you who did watch my last video, you probably know what it is I'm going to make. For those of you who may be watching me for the first time, I'm going to show you what I make. This is a high protein breakfast that I eat nearly every single day when I have time in the morning. So essentially all I'm making is some beef mince, some spinach and eggs and a bagel. When it comes to picking the beef mince, make sure that it's high in fat. Basically my one is 20% fat. Usually it's either I get this one, the 20% fat, or I get 25% fat. And then when it comes to making it, you do not have to add any oil to the pan because of the fat percentage. You know, when the fat breaks down, it turns into oil anyways. So you don't need to actually add extra oil. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, this is the game changer, man, because I used to eat a lot of carbs for my breakfast. The thing with carbs, because it's sugar essentially, all it does is raise your blood sugar levels, and then your insulin production also goes up because it has to, you know, lower your blood sugar levels. And then after that, you may feel slightly fatigued, or you may be crashed a little bit. And that's what happens to me sometimes. You know, I could eat, you know, a bowl of oats with some sides or whatever, toast, etc. And then a couple of hours after my meal, I'll feel a bit tired. But that's because of my insulin, like it's gone up, it's spiked, and it had to go back down again. And after that, you crash. So then since I recognized that, I just changed up my diet. So basically just more protein, which is more satiating, so you're fuller for longer. You don't have to eat that much throughout the day. Alright, so I've added about 100 grams of beef mince. I then add 3 eggs, but I let the mince cook first and then I add the eggs. To be fair, I do need to get some egg whites. That's what I want to get because that's going to be added protein. And because it's egg whites without the yolk, you don't get that extra fat. It's literally just the whites. So more protein and less fat. And you're probably thinking, but don't you want carbs for breakfast? I mean, yes you do, hence why I have a bagel, but you don't need too much carbs. See, with the beef, because there's a high fat percentage, and then with the fat within the eggs, fat is also used as an energy source for your body. Fair enough, your body may prefer carbohydrates, but fats can also be used as an energy source. So it's better to just have high protein and then high fats and then lower carbs, in my opinion. Alright, so 3 eggs, and then add some seasoning, some paprika. Paprika always does the job. Alright, now when the egg starts to cook a little bit, then you can mix it all together. But before that, what you want to do is get a handful of spinach. I'm going to finish this pack because I might as well. I'll buy some later today. But yeah, get a handful of spinach and then you wash it first. Yeah, so that's all done. Then I add the spinach in there. And then make sure you're cooking this all at a low heat as well, because you don't want the beef to overcook and become burnt. So yeah, make sure, and the egg cooks very fast as well, so you want to make sure that the heat's not too high. I also toast my bagels. You don't necessarily have to toast them. I just like that crispy finish, you know what I mean? Sorry, I'm turning into my Gordon Ramsay mode. You know, I'm a chef, innit? Funny enough, yeah, when I actually first started my fitness journey, so I'd say about a year, 2 years into my journey, I was actually meal prepping a lot. I'll be making my potatoes and veg with rice and chicken, whatever it was. I was meal prepping a lot, and then for some reason I just stopped. Went to uni, then I started making food again. You know, I'll put all these pictures in the video, so you're gonna see I'm not lying. And then came back from uni, and I just stopped cooking. So I know this isn't like anything special, but I'm getting back into it, you know? I'm getting back into it. So yeah, this is roughly around 65 to about 70 grams of protein, probably more, I would say. Yeah, 3 eggs, 100 grams of beef mince, and 1 bagel, cut into 2, of course. And yeah, that's it, really. That's it. But yeah, 17 grams on one sitting, and that's for breakfast as well. Imagine having that 3 times a day. That's already 200 grams of protein. So that's why it's important to make sure that your first meal contains a lot of protein, guys, because it sets you up for the rest of the day. But yeah, if you are new here, I'd appreciate if you drop a comment, drop a like, drop a subscribe as well. Yeah, man, I told you guys I'm back. 3rd video back. We are back for the rest of the year and forever and ever. Road to 1K followers. Road to 1K subscribers this year. So again, if you are new here, I'd appreciate if you drop a subscribe, show some support, man.